Hi everyone, I'm Petey and I'm a senior here at Centennial. For the next 20 minutes, we are going to cover STEM and what that could mean for your future. You've likely heard this term before, but may or may not have connected it to helping you as you step into a career in the future. STEM has helped me in my preparation for college, and that I want to go into the field of medicine. I'll share more detail later. So what exactly is STEM? It is an acronym for the subjects of science, technology, engineering, and math. The Arizona STEM Network puts it perfectly when they describe STEM as an approach to learning that is hands-on and relevant. Students are equipped to think critically, problem solve, be creative, and engage collaboratively with the ultimate goal as a transfer of skills and connections across all areas of your life and community. What exactly does this mean for you? We'd like to share a quick video from the Science Foundation of Arizona about why STEM education is important for you.
The question is, what are we and what are we going to become?
STEM is going to change the way that we approach education.
Well, I would like to know why everybody's not doing STEM. I mean, we know that this is the way to go.
This is a #1 priority for industry.
This is for every student who wants to be employable in the future.
We need to get off that compartmentalization that we do. Okay, now we're doing math, now we're doing science, now we're doing English. It needs to be more integrated. We need to blur the lines.
It is that idea that our students will be inquisitive, that our students will be problem solvers, that they'll be collaborative.
We have some schools who are doing superb jobs already, taking the initiative, taking the leadership.
We feel it's our job to prepare every student for college. The Culinary Arts program was one of the programs that works very nicely with STEM-related themes. You have chemistry with respect to nutrition. You have math with respect to proportion. You also are thinking of engineering with respect to space and your kitchen. We have a riparian area here, and the students use it as an outside lab. They collect water samples from it that they can bring back into their classroom and look at it and see what's happening with the water. We have a horticulture area. Our culinary arts students come over and harvest some of the products that have been grown here. Some students took a rainwater harvesting program, and that water then is used for the garden as well.
One of the things we do differently, we do blur those lines among the disciplines. We understand that none of the disciplines can exist without each other. We don't believe that students come to us as empty vessels that we're going to pour knowledge into. We're really facilitators of learning, that we're learning side by side, that we're not just trying to pump a bunch of facts and trying to engage them in real work the way they'll engage in the real world.
It is that idea that our students will be inquisitive, that our students will be problem solvers, that they'll be observant of the world around them.
We're trying to recruit students into positions. We're trying to fill our workforce pipeline for the long term. So we know the skills that these students are going to have to be able to compete, to be able to get these jobs.
And those skills are essential for any job in today's world.
We need schools to operate like businesses for the future. Finding the right people to hire has become increasingly difficult. In the 21st century, the world is changing so quick. And so we need people that can be flexible, adapt to that type of change. The bar is not staying constant. The bar is being raised all the time, and it's being raised globally.
Taking what you learn in a classroom and applying in a real-world situation, and that's kind of where I see STEM in many ways.
We have to make it interesting for them though, so that old mentality of, well, I'm not good in science or math, goes by the wayside.
When we talk about college and career success, STEM is the area where the majority of those students fail, and that's the area that we need to focus on.
We're talking about engineering a whole new economy, and STEM is our vehicle to get there.
We could do better today.
We need STEM now. We needed STEM yesterday.
If we're going to be competitive on a global economy and have jobs for the future for our young people, we're going to have to look at STEM and teach young people to be employable in terms of what we need in the future. But we need you to also open up your minds, your attitudes, your behaviors, and your creative thinking on how we can assure that young people do succeed in graduating college and career ready.
I'm going to cover a few myths here before we move on, because sometimes misinformation can create hurdles in our thinking. Myth 1, everyone needs to go to college to get a good job. but in reality, everyone needs to get the right training that will allow them to do what they love. Myth 2, you have to be a boy. Reality, more and more girls are pursuing careers in STEM areas. Girls have been known to outperform boys during STEM studies, and I'm one of them. Myth 3, STEM means advanced degrees. Non-doctors need not apply. Reality, vocational, trade school, community colleges, and universities all provide education in fields of STEM, and many programs are fewer than 2 years. You might already be realizing that you're engaging in STEM education and activities already in school through your career and technical education classes, as well as in the science and math courses you are taking. I personally took chemistry and human physiology, as well as calculus to prepare me for my future studies in medicine. So many of our Centennial students here are taking upper level math and science by the time they graduate. The reality is that so many students learn in different ways, so pay attention to how you learn best. Finding opportunities to engage in hands-on activities will very likely support your learning. It will also help improve your social and emotional growth. Our teachers continue to encourage us to find opportunities through CTSOs, career and technical student organizations, where much of that learning can be put into practice. Get involved. I chose to volunteer at a hospital. It can be taking what you are learning in the classroom and really putting into practice. Even consider Westmec and the Met Academy over at Peoria Old Main if you are interested in skilled trades that can make you more career ready. Navigate to the links shared here to learn more or see your counselor. What we do know is that the Arizona economy has expected growth in STEM jobs as you are entering into your post-secondary or after high school education and training. So might these job growth areas impact your choice in future studies? Maybe, maybe not. If you want to learn more about this, visit the stem.sfaz.org website. They are sharing that our state ranks 4th in projected growth of STEM jobs and 2nd in computing jobs. I'll be studying life science myself. Next up, let's find out what kind of STEM career might be for you. Head to the website listed here, www.purdue.edu/STEM, and take their brief 12-question quiz. Take a moment to really think about each of the questions and what fits you best. I took this and learned that I am an impactor. Once finished, you can share your results with your peers. We'll give you a minute or two to discuss them and express if you feel like the STEM careers listed are of interest for you. If you'd like more information on STEM careers, there is a lengthier quiz at www.stemjobs.com. We encourage you to consider exploring in STEM or recognizing how you might already be engaging in STEM. After you take the STEM quiz, we'll have you do an activity if time allows. This fun exercise will stretch your creativity because STEM thinkers need to dream, test, validate, and implement their ideas. STEM has had an impact on my high school education and future plans. I hope you consider how important STEM could be for you. Best of luck, sophomores!